Today I am talking to my fellow Libra Risings with Virgo within your 12th house. This means that Mercury is the ruler of your 12th house. I am also a Libra Rising and I have a stellium within my 12th house, so I know this content very, very well. I'm going to briefly talk about what it means to have Virgo within your 12th house with that Pisces undercurrent, and of course a celebrity example for you. Virgo in the 12th house with Pisces undercurrent is extremely difficult, especially if you have planets there. And again, each planet is going to play a different role in the 12th house, but there is a constant breaking down of spiritual content to try to understand it. And it's so difficult because Virgo is trying to put logic and reason to spiritual content, and you cannot put logic and reason to spiritual content. This is a lot of mutable energy. Virgo is mutable, Pisces is mutable, but the difference is that Pisces is the soulful, Neptunian, Jupiterian, expansive, that can expand beyond our own comprehension. And Virgo is this detailed, binary, ones and zeros data, trying to logically, practically, rationally make sense. And when it doesn't make sense, it drives us crazy because we need to make logical sense of things. But you cannot make logical sense out of spiritual content sometimes. Oftentimes, it's so beyond our own ego mind to even fathom and understand that you can't put logic and reason. And this is where it could be a real slippery slope for Libra risings if you have, especially if you have planets there. And even in transit, as planets transit through your 12th house, this is where you could feel like you're going a little bit, crazy, because this, remember, it's Mercury ruling your 12th house, so this is your mind. So it's the mind trying to understand this watery spiritual content. So it's confusing. Confusing is the best way to explain Virgo within the 12th house. Pure confusion that you're trying to understand. And so when we understand this, just by being aware that Virgo's trying to logically put an understanding to unlogical, soulful content of spiritual nature, then we can say, okay, stop doing that, right? Okay, now I think I need to go beyond logic and reason and accept something that's so much deeper. And it is really profound for a Libra rising to experience that and to recognize that with their 12th house. And I think that's just the most, the biggest challenge of Virgo, Mercury being in the 12th house. And what that really does is it can lead into self-sabotage, extreme mental self-sabotage, by being very detailed in that self-sabotage. Which can lead into addiction, and it can be very paralyzing. So these are things that are very important to just be aware of. And then you also have to look, of course, to the planets that are within your 12th house and the aspects that it's making from and to your 12th house to the rest of your chart. All right, so celebrity examples within the 12th house. Avril Lavigne is who I've got for you, and she has Mercury within her 12th house. So she was recognized at 2 years old for having very strong vocal abilities. She was apparently criticized for not writing her own songs, and she fought back against that, and a settlement was reached in court, and she was suing for wrongful character, which I find is very interesting too, because the 12th house really is of hidden things. And a lot of times when we have 12th house placements, we are hiding things, and people aren't really seeing us properly, right? There's this house of hidden things. And so this is very fitting for the experience of 12th house. And she had a punk style growing up. She screamed 12th house when you look at her. She says that she's not punk, but likes more of an aggressive music, but yet is still pretty. And you can see that with her. And I feel like that's 12th house, because 12th house is either fall or become enlightened. 12th house is can be very aggressive and be of addiction and of mental health and jails and hospitalization and institutions, or it could be of healing and growth and expansion, right? So it's just like she's got this aggressive punk style, but she's like, no, that's not me, I'm still soft. Right? So I feel like Avril Lavigne is a great picture of the 12th house, and of Mercury being in the 12th house, of just really being of both worlds, right? Of being soft and aggressive. She has this great voice, and she was criticized for not writing her own stuff, but she fought back, and it just screams 12th house to me. So with that, I will leave you until